other half off camera. Just because of the space that is, or perhaps it would be better described as isn't available in this apartment. I can't exactly put something behind me to keep anyone walking off camera, so whenever he needs to leave the room, the bedroom, which is off to the side, I gotta do that, so. Got a cookie. I was hungry. Alright. Now remember there being something stupid about this puzzle, like it doesn't play in the order that you would expect it to. Was that the mistake I'm making? Well, it's not. Okay. Or do they want me to actually play it in reverse? Alright. Alright, so. There we go. Let's play it in the right order. Oh, cool. Alright, that's the final disc piece I need over there. Alright. Another warrior's corpse. Alright. Oh, it's one of these, is it? It must be the star medal. Sweet. Okay. So pointy, square, black triangle. Smiles and Grumpy Face. Yeah. Whoopies, Whoopies, and Shirley. Alright. Oh, a bunch of art here. People heading towards the cathedral. The creepy ass gargoyle overlooking. A strange building. Very spiky. A dark figure with a scythe. I wonder who that is. It's just a farmer with a flair for the dramatic. Desolation after a fire. Portrait of some poor sick soul. Yeah, I can see him spewing. My goodness, the timing's amazing. Painting just depicts skeletons riding a cart. Fun town? People crossing some unsettling arches. Life size croquet. See the person at the bottom gazing upon something colossal. I suddenly want to watch Pitch Black. A balloon over the ruins of the city. Are there 98 other balloons? A structure of some sort. I like how they got lazy with some of the descriptions. Grotesque face set with a twisted grin. Well, half of it's grinning, the other half looks a little straight. Heaven connected to Earth. So it's the Tree of Life. A winged man. Those are pretty scrawny ass wings. Oop, there's a letter. Crown does not a king make. A heart does a king make. A king must have his heart open. Excuse me. A king must have his heart open for all, giving hope for a better tomorrow. Hope is not a dream, it is a way of transforming dreams into reality. Should the king open himself to others, the secret within the crown will open before him as well. So the crown didn't work because people had closed off hearts? it's the painter. Hello. Look, Cat, we have unexpected visitors. Rather smart too, wielding the power of code breaking. I don't know about that. Since you are already here, please tell me how life is outside the cathedral. We rarely leave the walls, you see. The village destroyed? I can see building the sanctuary many years ago was a wise idea. You have lost your memory and hope to regain it by awakening the statue on the hill? I'm afraid you are mistaken. Most who come here seek redemption from their sins. Apparently, the statue attracts individuals with a deeply rooted conviction of their own evil. Are you any different? I'm one of the few who have crossed the gates hidden within the sculpture and returned. Not many believe my tales. Most believe I have gone insane. This many years ago, I paid a high price for my recklessness. I have gone completely blind, and yet, to this day, I struggle to recreate my paintings, what I saw on the other side. I want them to be warnings for people like yourself. Believe me when I say nothing good will await you when you cross the other side. Nevertheless, to have the passage revealed to you, you must thrust the sword in You must thrust into the statue a sword made of metal from the stars. I buried mine a long time ago. Do you remember where I buried it, Cat? Oh yes, you weren't even born back then. What do you say, Cat? Shall we help him? If my paintings and my words do not discourage you, then I can do nothing more to stop you. I can draw you a sword design that will reveal the gates behind the sculpture. A star metal you'll need to find on your own. Before I help you, however, I will ask of you a small favor. Take the set of tools and restore 30 of my paintings. Time is slowly consuming them. In exchange for your effort, I will prepare a star sword blueprint for you. Okay. Picked up the repair kit. There's lots of work ahead. Well, whenever you are ready, my cat will show you the way to the paintings you need. The paintings in need of restoration. Don't listen to the old fool. Why bother? I'll just show you the paintings behind which the old man hid the pieces of the Star Sword sketch. Look at the wall. I marked with my claws. There's one tiny detail. To get to the blueprints, you will need to cut the paintings up. But that's no real loss. There's a set of knives. Here's a set of knives. Go ahead and use them. The demented old man won't even notice. He's already completely blind and can hardly hear. Oh, I couldn't. Picked up the canvas cutting knives. I have to think twice before using them. Oh, I couldn't do that. You know, I'm just gonna go for the first 30 or so that I find. Woman clad in strange armor. This one looks cool. Building with a head. A disturbing piece of architecture. Yeah. House on a hill. Probably one of the most normal paintings I've seen here. Ooh, that one looks like a critter. That one's definitely a critter. An enormous flying beast. I think it wants to grab the unfortunate person below. Well, he's standing on a platform. Perhaps he wishes for it. A warrior with a spear. Cool. People talking to a giant metal head. Shows an odd animal. Yeah, that's an odd animal. Figure in rags. Portrait of a knight in armor. I'll figure out some of these other ones. Alright. I feel this being's anger. A weird tree gremlin. Animated trees. Twisted form looks like some sort of animal. Hey, tree lady, I think I found your husband. An unknown creature which appears to be screaming. Hooded beings. I think I saw some of those guys before. I made an earthquake. An animal of some sort. A cave interior. I already looked at that. I already read the caption for it anyway. I really like that one with it all restored and everything. Destroy the skeleton party. I'll do the rest in the other room. Alright. Weird automaton. Weird scenery. More weird scenery. With the dude in the middle. So I'm entangled in trees and rocks. I like this one. I restored all 30 paintings. The old man requested time to claim my promised reward. Seems as if my works were painted yesterday. Marvelous. You like my paintings now, cat? The cat is very pleased as well. You have deserved your reward. I will draw the sword design that I keep in my memory. If you are still so determined to go there, be careful. Okay, cool. You fool, why all the trouble? You could just steal the sketch, it would work out just as well. He can't hear us, he's pretty much deaf. Well, he might know. He might not know, but I still would. Okay, he died. The least he deserved was a peaceful death. Bring me the mail so I can use the forge. Use it to forge the Star Sword. Alright. There you go. The blacksmith devoutly begins crafting the sword. The notes I collected at the Mad Painter's Cathedral have proven useful. Taking the Star Sword, the blacksmith did a fine job. Add the blade into the sculpture on the hill. If the stories are true, a passage should be revealed to you. Good luck. Thank you. At last, the stone hands. Alright. I've already read that. I actually feel bad about that. I feel a force lifting me upward as my body becomes limp, that feeling as if time has stopped. Or had it even existed. I'm blinded by light. I don't know what's happening to me. I felt as if my heart were being ripped to shreds. When I opened my eyes, I realized I'm somewhere else completely. No, no going back. Okay, I gotta go one way or the other. Hang on. Well, that's creepy. These protect the way down. Below, the final truth awaits. Either good or evil will open the doors of fate. Bring the right key and I shall allow you entry. Okay. Pleased to see that you have made it this far. We have been waiting for you. To find the truth, you will need a key. Make your choice. Choose the key of light if you consider yourself a good person with a clear conscience. Choose the key of darkness if it is darkness that lies within your heart. The decision is yours. Remember, the destiny we have is the destiny we are. Well, I'm picking the good key. Taking the key of light. My conscience is clear. I hope you're ready to know the final truth. From this point on, there's no return. Crawl deep down to a place where either good or evil shall open the doors of your destiny. Crawling on my knees, I squeezed through a tunnel completely devoid of light. Under my hands, I could feel bones scattering on the slippery surface. My nostrils overwhelmed by the stench of rotting flesh. The only thing I find at the end of the tunnel is a ladder leading further down. I have no choice but to take it. As I descend the ladder, I notice an elevator. Okay, go back up. The ladder leading back to the surface. There's no point in going back. Time to find out what lies below. As I enter the elevator, I lose track of time. The ride down seems to have no end. The initial excitement gives way to frustration. Is this some form of punishment? Dude, pretty much everything thus far has been some form of punishment. Does this truly surprise you, good sir? Everyone I have met on my journey has begun to return to my memories. Some of the memories are connected with regret. Were my actions always right? I will never know. The elevator continues to descend the never-ending abyss. I slowly fall into the arms of Morpheus. Basically, he falls asleep. In my dream, I see an old man who, at the end of his life, understands the concept of hell, the wasted chances, all the opportunities we miss during our lifetime. He keeps wondering how his life would look today if he had seized all the opportunities he missed, but this cannot be done. There's no second chance. Upon this realization, he plunges into sorrow, which will last an eternity. I'm overtaken by the paralyzing fear that I might be that old man. At this moment, I wake up. The elevator has suddenly slowed its descent. This game suddenly got very deep. Alrighty then. Well, that's the one thing I have in my possession. Well, that's not creepy at all. Long have I waited for you. You have finally succeeded in wading through the remnants of your memory to find me. This place is buried deep underground, just as your memories are in the chasm of your consciousness. I assume you have many questions, as does every lost soul who enters here. You might prefer to disbelieve, but your body has long since been consumed by the earth. Oh goody, I'm dead. Everything you have experienced in the castle, the wasteland, and frozen tears, it was just a spectacle, a projection of your shattered memories. A unique world created solely for the purpose of determining whether the nature of your soul can still change. You must wonder what events led you here. Be warned, the truth may be cruel and difficult to accept. Jealousy. This was the catalyst of your deeds, leading to your tragic end. Behold the final moments of your life. Your obsessive jealousy drove you to murder your beloved, killing yourself soon afterwards. You had no courage to live with the sin so heavy, choosing instead to escape. With your cowardly act, you closed 2 books. This was another and final display of cowardice. Deep within their soul, anyone who knows too well that although suicide might be a solution, is truly a shameful one, and when all seems lost, it is more honorable to be defeated by life itself than suffer death by your own hand. In effect, your soul arrived in the world, formed from the fragments of all your memories, dreams, and nightmares. All this so you can redeem your sins, prove that you are worthy of salvation, or confirm you deserve eternal damnation. You are given another chance. Let's see if you succeeded. You saved your fellow prisoner, even though you did not have to. His heart was not pure, but no creature truly deserves death. You were being told to kill the woman trapped in the cage, but you chose to act rationally. You repaired the door to the spider den. Well, you could have opened it. You avoided unnecessary bloodshed. You did not kill the Horned Knight, even though the means to do so were right in front of you. You saved the being from the crossroads from dreadful torment. You freed the man imprisoned at the bottom of the well. You gave the crown to the lizard from the tower. You chose well. He's a very wise being and capable of using the crown's power to do wrong. You let the Icarus die in peace. You lied in order to not reveal his hiding place, but you are forgiven. Your intentions were noble. The paintings meant a lot to the painter. The restoration was a drop of joy in a sea of sorrows for this old man. The jester's heart was shrouded in darkness, yet you were able to forgive him and give him a second chance. The decisions you had to make during your journey were put before you to test your corrupted soul. By your deeds, you have proven that you are worthy of salvation. You have been given a second chance, and you have used it well. You may now join your loved one, but will she forgive you? One never knows. I do love that they leave it as a question of, it's just like, okay, I get to ascend, but is it going to be the happy thing that you hope for? I'm glad I got the happy ending. Anyway, I really like this game. Like I said, I have played it before. A couple of times, but it was a few years ago. I got the bad ending first, and then I did actually manage to get the good ending. I couldn't remember entirely how to do it. I was hoping for the good ending. I know there's different options that you could pick. I have to wonder what happens if you pick the evil key when you've made all the right decisions. I already know what happens if you make some of the wrong choices and some of the wrong choices and pick the good key. You still end up failing. I also wonder what happens if you pick the evil key. If you pick the evil key and only make some of the wrong decisions. I also wonder what happens if you. I also wonder what happens if you're just completely honest about it and you just make all the absolute worst decisions that you can make that screw everyone over and pick the evil key. I mean, you probably still, fall, but, I'm wondering if the responses are different at all or anything like that. But in any case, I like the game. I like the puzzles. Some of them you can kind of figure out through trial and error. Some of them, it's just just click everywhere, and yeah, that's how it can work. But yeah, this was a fun little play. I hope everybody enjoyed watching this. I don't know what I'm gonna play next. I do have another potential point-click game that I did get called Candle, and I might try to do that one next. I did do a brief test run at the very start of the game to see if I could get it running, because sometimes my computer and the programs I use are a little bit glitchy and I don't necessarily know how to fix it when it gives me trouble. So I know that can get it working. But I found the controls to be a little bit clunky, so it might be one of those things where it's like, oh, let's not watch me accomplish anything in a game. Let's watch me die repeatedly. But yeah, it could still be fun. I like the art style in it, so who knows? I might just continue my forays in Raft. But okay, so I'm done for now. Good night. It's like 2:30 in the morning here, so I think I'm gonna go to sleep. But thank you for watching, and remember to stop and breathe.